Going to probably hear Penelope in the background. She may even run in here. Her dad is watching her and also cooking dinner. I actually made like a whole list of, I don't even know if you can see that, of things that I want to talk about. If I can clean up all this mess. So this will be part 4 of my story. And it's basically about when, oh wow. Okay, so we're gonna fix this up. I've been wearing it all day. This is basically about, I have never had like a more supportive pregnancy in my life. Mike was great, you know, just everything about the experience was completely different. Like, with my other 2 kids, given the circumstances, given everything, it was just, I don't know. And the whole, okay, so we found out in January, well, for Christmas that year, we had bought the family Kings Island passes. So my whole pregnancy, like every weekend, we were walking. We were out, we were about, and so I really only gained weight in my stomach, which was amazing and easier to bounce back from. Okay, so the whole time I'm arguing with these doctors because I wanted to try natural birth, because then, you know, I was clean 5 years, and then I wouldn't have to worry about, you know, them giving me the Percocet after the C-section. And they didn't listen to me, and they told me, you know, it was my 3rd, and blah blah blah, and it's more risky that way, which I understood, but I'm like, if it won't work that way, then we can go to that decision. And they wouldn't have it. So we got to pick, and it was September 13th, which was a Friday, 2019. I thought it was the coolest birthday ever. And yeah, so September, October, and then November, I was getting 4 perk 10s a day. And so it came to a Sunday. It was either the 17th or the 18th of November. And my pharmacy is not open on Sundays. So I was like going in to withdraw. And that's when I decided, I'm like, okay, tomorrow morning I found a place, I'm going, I'm getting help. This is not happening again. Like, my addiction started with pills, and then it just escalates so quickly. And so, like, I don't know. When I realized I had a problem, I went there, and then their solution was 24 milligrams of Suboxone. And then I actually filled that Monday my prescription of Percocet, and they're like, oh, you know, you're like the first one to actually turn over medicine. They had to have another nurse come in. That is her car. If that's going to bother you, hold on. Sorry, that was Penny playing on the piano. Anyway, so then I asked about a couple months into it to wean down, and for some reason, this place is just all about the money. I'm not going to name them because I'm just not going to out them like that, but they wanted me to just keep coming, just, you know, take your pills, shut up. And so I cut back on my own. I'm at 60 milligrams now. And I just took them in one day with me. And I said, look, this is what I have left over. I do not need that much. I never needed that much. And so now, I mean, she's going to be 3 in September. I think it's time to get off. So I had that conversation last time, but I didn't see my normal doctor, and they're like, well, no, you can't get off because you're not even taking a recommended dose. And I'm like, no, I'm cutting back. I talked about it with my doctor. So when I go in this month, it's going to be a whole thing. But I'm trying to see what I missed. I think that was about it. And ever since I had Penny, in case my other two kids ever see this, I think about you every day. It's out of my mind. And I wish that back then I would have been able to just say no to Josh, the father of the kids, and went back to my grandma's and did the right thing. Because now my cousins have them, and I'm sure they're being well taken care of. I get some letters maybe once or twice a year with no return address, but I don't blame them. They don't know how well I'm doing. And my mom left me when I was 10 to go marry some guy. And when I was 18, I ended up finding their number, just Googling. And I called and I cussed her out. And then after that, we had a good relationship. But I think that's probably what will happen with my kids, although they have new names now. I named them family names, and then my cousin doesn't like them. And they have two other brothers and sisters. Kayla, their mom, had two other kids. So, yeah. And then I have like part 5 coming, which is, oh, I didn't even mention it. While I was pregnant, I woke up one morning and I was feeling extra tired, and I walked into the living room and Mike's like, Emma, you had a seizure last night. So I go to the doctor and he's like, oh, it's no big deal, it happens sometimes, whatever. And I'm like, what? So then I get referred to a neurologist, and this is after I have Penny, and come to find out I have epilepsy. And if you guys have ever noticed, right here I have a scar. Well, I hit that corner with my eye, and then this side was all black and blue because I hit the toilet, and then I was found on the ground in a puddle of blood. Now, mind you, I do mornings with Penelope, so when I woke up at the hospital, it was like 1 p.m., and I'm like, oh my god, what happened? All I could remember was Penny. Couldn't remember my phone number. I'm fighting with the doctors. I don't even have shoes to go home with. I don't know my address. I get in a taxi, and he's like, you know, I know you. I know your husband, and I've driven you before. Your name's Emma. And I'm like, thank God somebody knows me. Yeah, so then I got to put on Briviac, and it's a really good medication for me. I don't know if it is for you. I had to go through a couple due to some other health conditions I have related to my liver. I have to be very careful on what I put in my body. And so part 5 will come out, and it's more about dealing with the epilepsy, dealing with Penny as the first child that I've actually raised, and who we thought up until April, the month of April. We actually had a speech pathology appointment. She was just, it was not, she wasn't talking. Now she's talking, now she's eating with a fork, she'll answer questions. I don't know if you can hear it, but she's a doll baby. I got so blessed. And she looks just like me. I used to have like blondish brown hair that would get more blonde in the summer, and curly hair. She's a spitting image. I'm just not going to put her on the internet. I feel like that should be, I don't want to offend people. I just feel like there's so many people out there that do bad things with kids' pictures. So my friends and family on Facebook, the few that I've left, I will put her picture there. And then I have a separate Facebook for fans and everything. And then when I do put her in a picture, I will just like put a heart over her face or whatever. And then even when she's 16, I'm going to be mirroring that phone with my phone. Like, just make sure it's not up to no good. I don't know if I'm really going to do that, but I've thought about it. I'm just so scared that she's gonna make the decisions I did, and it. So I think I want to be honest, and I think the more honest I am with her, the less likely she is to choose that route. And the only reason I'm making these videos is so that maybe somebody out there is so deep in that, you know, their houses have been raided, they've been extradited from other like states. They've broken pretty much every law imaginable other than murder or attempted murder. Done that one, I don't think. All I'm telling you is if things are really bad, you can get help, and it has to be your choice. For all the family members out there listening, they have to want it. My second baby at the hospital, so trust me, they have to want it. Anyway, story time part 5 coming soon.